Hellstone from somebody outside before you go in? I'm grabbing one from Eric.
I didn't do that, but I'm inside.
Squeaky's still out there. I have a Hellstone. I can give somebody out there if need be. Oh, you mean for additional?
It's just for additional, yeah. Just as long as people get them, I'm just trying to relieve some of the shard pressure on the normal locks.
Are we supposed to be like?
Do you have extra stones by chance, Thrak?
Do it now?
Do you have extra health stones by chance?
Yeah, I do. I have like 47 shards.
Who am I trading with?
You can open trade with Eagle.
Eagle or Erikai both have Hellstones outside.
You're inside Deridex.
Okay, so as you're getting your Hellstones, I'm going to explain a little bit here. We have a couple of very small tweaks. The positioning will be ever so slightly different, but don't worry about that. Gas knows what he's doing, just, melee be behind the boss. Everybody else will kind of stay where they were. The ranged and healer should stay approximately where they were. The other thing is, in terms of healing rotation, we just want to kind of give some guidelines. I'm reiterating what we had talked about in healing chat earlier. But basically, if gas is at like 85% or lower, that's when you want to roll your heal. You want to wait until it's your turn in the rotation, and when he's at 85%-ish or lower, just start healing and let it drop. People who are after you in the rotation, just be mindful of where you are in the rotation and who's above you, and just try not to kind of cut the line if you can avoid it, unless there's some like emergency where we need separate wiggles to drop or something. But just try to pay attention to the rotation and wait, trust the people above you to follow the order.
I'd say if there's an emergency, we need to call out for somebody who's not in
Yeah,
the
and
rotation.
I'd agree with that.
If there's an emergency, then it'll be like me who drops a heal or Berg. The other thing is Warlocks, make sure to reapply your curses. He's going to continuously remove them, and we weren't really good about explaining that mechanic last time, so Lothar just removes his own curses. Yeah, pre-pot Shadow Protection Potion, and melee will pre-pot Nature once that cooldown is up. So Warlocks, just continuously monitor your curse and make sure you're reapplying it.
I was wondering why they kept falling off.
Yeah, he cleanses himself every like 15 seconds.
It's every 30 seconds, and there's a weak aura that will announce it, but I think Verdi is going to call, or Anton is going to call it out.
Okay, the other thing is, Sant, have you loaded the groups yet? I don't want to give group heads up until we get that in place. So the groups will be pretty similar to how they were last time. One of the changes is Iolus. Iolus will be doing a spore. Like, you're going to be with the Warlocks in group 4 Iolus this time.
I already read everything I'm doing.
Okay. And then also just mind your debuffs. We're really trying to get a big ignite going here. So please, no consecrate, no shadow burn. No dots that that are not approved. Just try to avoid any additional debuffs.
Oh wait, are we missing Cochina?
Yeah, he's getting a summon.
Oh, okay.
Do you need me to log in for summon help, or are we good?
He dropped group. I think he whispered Erikai. I don't know if he's getting a summon.
Okay.
All three of us, we need to log back in?
Sounds like it, yeah.
Wait. Doesn't say we were all logging out.
Is Lothar a plant or is he undead?
He's undead. Make sure you have your undead trinket.
He's an undead plant.
Vane, do you have the axe?
Yep, getting enchanted right now.
Yeah, I'm just gonna throw you some consumes because I don't have room, but just hand me the mats and I'll do it.
Ooh, I don't have room either.
I have to give it to Iolus.
Oh, we got a nightfall?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Do we have a summon group outside already?
We do.
Okay, you can invite inbound for additional clicks. Or if you're all set.
We're good.
Okay, if you're good, then I'm just gonna log back out then.
We do need people to get in here so we can buff.
Here, let me give. I don't have the.
Oh, you guys are there.
I just traded you the mats for
Crusader.
Crusader.
Didn't even give it to Iolus. Here, let me give that. Let me trade. Here, Iolus, hold these things and give me those.
I have the enchant. Just give me the axe.
I gotta go real
Okay.
quick. I'll be right back.
So how do we get there, guys? I'm guessing half the raid is elsewhere.
It's if you're going towards Noth/Hagen. It's that wing. We can summon you worst case.
Is somebody messing with Pally Power? I have no assignments all of a sudden.
Go behind you, Irene. Just go through that hallway that you were going to.
We
Oh,
changed.
so I was.
Hey, for Pally Power. Pally Power is set. We took Therian off of Wisdom and put Bane on Wisdom.
So if you're in the starting room of Naxx,
They're on their way. Everybody's grouped up. We're good.
Plague Wing is to the southeast.
Did we get Kochina summoned?
Yes.
Okay, can we get him in main raid as well? Just want to make sure. Is Myth gone? Do you know, is he gone for a little while or?
Didn't say.
Is Kochina in voice? I guess we should reiterate. You should not walk into Naxx in the other group.
Yeah, make sure you don't zone into Naxx in the other raid group. Okay.
Coming.
Should we buff log waiting for people?
It's
No,
not
we're-
worth it. I mean, we're just doing straight progression today. I don't
I'm back.
foresee us one-shotting everything we haven't beat yet.
Hey, Disco, can you take one of those, pop one, and also just hand one to Therian and get the group one of each. And can you also
If you need a greater shadow protection potion, open a trade with Ionis. I have.
No, I don't need the bots. You can just put the counter right on.
Did someone say my name or was that Doug?
Thank you.
Okay, never lucky assignments are out.
Thank you.
A lot of those soul stones are already out though, so make sure that you are not overriding soul stone.
Elof, frickin' stop it! Go ahead, Iolis.
Damn it, you know.
Groups,
I got one, sweetie. But thank you.
yeah, groups are not right here. Hold on.
Okay, it was funny the first time.
You can shadow prod pot now if you haven't yet.
No,
I loaded the load.
I think I must have not updated it since just a sec.
Don't summon me, I'm right here.
When you take discos, create your shadow protection pots.
A lot of trading going on here.
Does anybody need nature?
Groups are set. Okay, so group 7 is going to get a spore. It's not super critical that you actually get the spore. It's just critical that Santris, I'm tasking you with just killing it when the spore comes up for that group. It's just critical that melee and ranged are not losing time on target to go kill another spore. We're just adding another group to the rotation. Buner, are you doing the calls for groups?
I think Pantone's still doing it.
Sorry, what'd you say?
You're doing spores and curses announcements?
Yes.
What was that about group 7?
People are full.
Don't make statements.
Wait, did groups change again? I just finished changing them. Please don't change them again.
Do you have any soulstone priority for this fight?
Make sure you give it to someone who doesn't already have one.
Okay.
Okay, that looks good. Alright, get into the door here. Healing rotation should be the same as last time. Sant, you're good to kill group.
Depending on the heal cycle, it may not be exactly one of the paladins can heal, throw their improved lay on hand as a heal at the 2-minute mark. It may be 220, it may be 140, etc. But I'm gonna be watching the weak roars and then determining that right there. So I'm gonna throw out lay on hands literally right before we pull.
Okay.
Where is that consume rotation posted?
It's in raid strategy.
I got 8 minutes on my soulstone, so I'm gonna go.
Yeah, we'll go, but it's in raid strategy. So pretty much, you let the first one get absorbed, and then after the second one, you can do a major healing, and bandage if you need to. All right, I'm gonna do one more ready check here.
I'm in a lot of tank gear and we have a lot of buffs today, so just watch your threat until you get your first spore, but it should be okay.
Yeah, just be careful until you get that first spore. No reason to wipe.
And can we get a 10-second pull timer so when I throw the lay on hands, I can drink for like 5 seconds?
Yeah, I'll do 15-second pull timer. Here we go.
Wait, don't use that.
Wait,
We
hold
can
on.
move into the side first, right?
Wait, hold on. Don't go on pull here. Let's. We also need to get people marked. That's a good call.
5, 4,
Do
3,
not go.
Does it, when you
2,
shield them,
1.
Powered shield, does it count as a heal?
Yes.
I was gonna say that might be good just to. If it counts as a heal, it doesn't work.
Okay.
So I'm like 90% sure we can walk over to the left here if we stay against the wall.
Okay, well, let's do it on the pull timer here.
I mean, you can. I run around this room all the time.
Okay, so come over here. The whole raid can be over, like, ready to go before, so you guys don't have to run into position.
So I'm gonna put a light well next to
5,
gas.
4,
Don't use it for
3,
gas.
2, 1.
I don't see it. I'm just gonna go.
Yeah, no, I said I will.
Wait a second. Get this goes on.
Oh, my shit's
Dude,
Spore.
What are you guys doing? Get off the floor.
Next floor as well. Spores are not going to get this gas. Gas, we pull one more. Big 4, get ready for this.
On the other side. 4.
Gas here.
Kill it quick.
Gotta kill that spore.
Did you use your hill early?
Gas.
I go to pass.
Group 5, other side of it.
More pistol turn.
Naxx, you're up whenever you're ready.
Next blows up.
It's 100.
Reapply curses.
Group is this?
Group 7.
Group 2 is next. Don't go up there this way.
Wait until all of
Group 2
You're not in
Group 4.
group.
Group 3.
We're getting nice.
Ready.
objective.
Refresh curses. Group 5.
We have more fisting.
Alright.
Group 6 restores up.
Marker in your next. Next first.
Okay, this is 2.
Santos. Somebody heal casting.
Casting right after Sandra's ready to go.
Are you using a consumer?
Next group. Group 3 is up.
Yep, this one should not
Kill
be
the spore.
consumed.
Alright, air stall.
Group 4 is up now.
Executing.
If you're gonna die, use a pulse at this point. Oh, we need to get gas.
Save gas. Emmy just did hers.
Group 5, kill your spore.
It's Polies.
Yeah.
The weak aura has everybody on cooldown.
Hard use the heal. On gas.
Yeah, it's not working. Veins his hill is up right now.
Morphiston's ready.
Go Morphiston.
Morphiston, go ahead.
Group 6.
Marker if you're ready. Get ready.
Marker and go.
Don't call names, call group of 7.
Gotta finish
Variant.
it.
Kill the spore, kill the spore.
Finish here.
Nice job.
Good job, you guys.
Continue to heal, please.
Woo!
Heal like normal, no heal rotation now.
I only started mass healing at the end, guys. I could have totally died earlier.
Nice
Don't forget to
job,
take the
guys.
port out. If we're gonna
Nice
take the
trinket.
port out, don't run all the way back.
Good job, guys.
They can fucking
I was the only one who died. Are you serious?
No,
It's okay,
Therian-
buddy.
I did too. Therian is the two of us both.
It's because you brought 59 symbols, is why you died.
Nice work. I'm all out of swords here. We're gonna go to Death Knight.
How exciting. Good job, guys.
Yeah.
And I didn't even die, but I'm a warlock, so that's pretty easy to not die on that fight.
Why'd the marks go on the ranged people there? Wasn't expecting that.
The marks like changed or something in the middle?
That's why I missed the spores because it's hard to tell.
Yeah, I think DBM might have changed it. I don't know exactly why.
Now we know the weak aura isn't super accurate either, so for healing.
Could I get like
Yeah,
one
it
star?
was off.
Do we want to move the groups back around? There's 3 paladins in group 8.
Yeah, we'll fix the groups.
Solid.
Necro Knights initiating.
Yeah, hold on. Let's not play these yet. Need to get people topped off. We'll start
I got-
with the rock mine.
I got Eloth for a Fear Ward. If you want to get gas, Emmy.
Let's start getting these marked up. Corrupted Mind should be dropped off everybody.
Not me. I got 40 seconds.
All right, yeah, let's wait until Corrupted Minds are dropped because that'll just kind of screw us.
Emmy and Therian both need one-shot buffs. We were the sacrifices.
Take one for the team. Thank you, guys.
I'm excited. I'm at 10.2k health. I might live longer.
There is actually a bunch of changes to Gothic this week, but we'll explain when we get there. Let's get through Vesuvius first. We can do it during trash between. We probably want the Death Knights on Berg here because I think did they drop aggro, or is that the other guys? Alright, actually, let's get pulls going. We should be good for these. Don't stand too close. Don't get feared too far. Let's get these pulls going.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We need to redo the Luke Parsi Luke cancel.
Damn you, Boner. One day I'll be
Is that pack on the right dead for some reason?
Like, can anyone roll on the trinket?
Yeah.
I expect the trinket to go out at 0 probably.
Yeah. Alright, let's get this pull. Just be careful, there's a lot of rate damage here.
5,
I think we can stun
4, 3,
triangle.
2,
Or stun
1.
diamond.
Okay. You got away from me, but hearts on him.
I got diamond. It's not bad.
There you guys work on.
Didn't even get a shadow bolt
Hey,
off.
and look at that. Legendary on or epic on that guy. On the shade.
Harry?
Chest beats.
Oh, did we get a ghoul skin?
No, we got a Necron robe.
Yuck. Alright, let's move up. Let's start getting these pulls done. This trash should be easy, so just be heads up on this.
Yeah, like a PvP item.
5, 4,
Yeah, it is.
3, 2,
It's like a
1.
enchant.
Good for PvP, really.
It's a bucket of stamina.
Quiet.
A lot of armor.
That's insane armor.
It's good for lock thinking.
It's like why we see
Probably these captains.
5, 4,
Legs open to
3,
rope.
2.
Yes, they are.
Is there any good for anyone, really?
Watch out, don't stand. This was facial, some of these smiths, these guys are
Humanoid skeletons. All the way.
We had this conversation last week about these guys.
We will continue to have it every week.
Deja vu.
keeps lagging. Try for the shade. If we get the shade, make sure. Okay, get the shade first. Get the shade now.
Grats Holy. Grats Can't Stand Ya. Grats Heart.
Clear out on the left. I'm gonna get fear into it. Yeah, Yeah, watch out, don't get knocked in the foot.
The models for these weird skeleton things gives me horror flashbacks of getting cleaved to death on the shoulder.
Don't get knocked back in the trash.
You mean when we tried to get Marcus in his mount?
We got the shade, but get on the shade. We got a lot. We gotta kill the death and necronize the shade. Don't get knocked back in the trash. The necronize them. Get that shit. Just finish off with them.
World buffs, baby.
Yeah, it makes it so trivial.
Must be nice.
Wah, wah.
Today, Emmy gets to be Balewind.
5, 4, 3,
How does it feel, Doug?
2,
Times 2.
1.
Doug squared.
There it comes.
Shut the.
I should have noticed.
Clear Doug's.
If I had seen that he was so close to death, I would have like, oh good, I'll just go in.
I had everything up. I was so focused on the rotation.
Can angels just heal unlimited amounts?
Yeah,
Yeah.
The last like 5, 6, 7, 10 seconds, I was just flash healing everyone.
Emmy, your sacrifice is what?
That made me upset, so. You didn't even have to tell me that.
Besides the weak aurora is messing up, it's actually pretty clean.
Helps to have.
Oh, helps to have comms, right?
It helps. Yeah. I mean, the communication is actually really good there.
Basically, the weak is shit.
The weak aura was pretty disappointing. It may just be better
3,
to communicate
2,
rather than try to fight the weak
1.
aura.
Honestly.
It might be like if we just have a whisper macro, it might be best so people know.
So I'm gonna keep stealing these because
I mean, I'll be honest, I like the weak aurora as like a guideline to check.
Yeah, at least a good backup, right? I mean,
We could just send the healers to a different channel so I don't have to listen to them say next healer.
Oh, yes,
True.
like,
Yeah.
I couldn't even figure out where my support group was going.
hey, Iolus.
Hold this back, that's not good for you too.
How you doing?
Hey, friend.
Hey, you guys
Check
saw
the
me?
walls, Iolus.
Like,
I was gonna tell you there was a frozen room, but I just wanted to know where you are really, though.
Obviously.
Nobody
Why?
ever just yell at you about
Sorry,
frozen
honey.
room.
Just one shot of that.
I'm happy about that. Doesn't mean that's
tough customer.
Do you need a snack?
Well, you and I are clearly different people.
Obviously,
I
someone
probably
spit
need a
it
snack.
and then swallow.
Maybe a glass of wine,
5,
maybe a cookie.
4,
Low
3,
blood sugar makes me
2,
cranky.
1.
That's so true.
Freaking light.
Sorry, yeah, you can take that back.
But that would make me crazy too.
Bag's out here trying to tank everything.
bag is very nice because
We pulled more.
Let's get ready to.
Oh yeah.
Heart's got that.
Why'd you gotta say something about it?
Shit.
That's okay. We're good.
Where they should.
We're not good.
Hold the other
Okay.
group.
We got more.
Got them all.
I blame Doug.
Clear Doug's.
Big heals and takes, guys.
There's the other roll. Stand back.
I'm coming after that runner that the bird's on.
Sorry, can't.
Yeah, you can, don't stand in the.
My favorite part was hearing Balewind go in the background. Nice.
This is supposed to be private, except
Yeah.
it keeps cutting open, and these are sounds I make.
You just hear him pounding the keys in the background too. Just
Move down the
That's
platform.
me.
We'll cleave these.
Thunder armor, thunder armor.
We need to wait
The
a
harder-
second for mana, but just move down. Let's keep moving here. We got Warboss.
The harder I hit them, the more threat I generate.
Absolutely. Just wait till we get the VR for the...
Or I guess wait until the other pack moves away.
You son of a bitch, that was my idea. Pull 2 packs.
classic WoW VR.
Here we go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Or we'll get unmarked.
That's
What the hell is a
5,
diphthong?
4, 3,
Sound 2 letters make
2,
it together.
1.
Like Therian?
I like how the.
Can we get the steeds before we get this steed back, just in case?
What are you trying to say, Bag?
Just saying, let's get them now.
That every week so far we've pulled them?
Because we have a horse community in the group.
I think it was the Shadow Priest that keeps pulling them.
Affinity
Shadow
for
Priest
horse.
have a horse affinity? Yeah.
I can
Which one of you was into pony play?
We got some kind of bear horse thing going on
5,
here, so just
4,
throw
Put
that
these
out
up,
there.
let's not
3,
cleave these down. We should
2,
pull them apart.
1.
Two bears, one horse.
You can only watch that movie in Denmark, by the way. Look, we're on the high of getting a boss down.
I'll be more fisted than more serious.
Oh, well, hey, keep me out of this. Monotone for life.
We're just waiting to get to Gotham.
We're trying to get the charge.
5, 4, 3,
Let's pull the whole room like we did
2,
last week.
1.
Yes. Please no.
It charged me.
Stand back here a little bit. Let's pull it back to us.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's fine.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Bad habits, Emmy. Bad habits.
This one just went down. Okay, last back.
Oh, nice. Word of thought. Already beating a dead horse. It's fisting time?
It's in time.
Emmy, I have you on backup MC here. Is that cool?
I mean, I don't have any headgear on unless you need me to. Sure
I
do.
mean, I don't know that any of the priests have headgear. Unless Aristal, do you have headgear?
I did not bring
Okay. I mean, so it's just for backup, like.
I have
so-
headgear on me. I'm just not wearing it.
Maybe throw some on because you shouldn't have to do a lot of healing. If you have some headgear on you, just use it.
Just need 3% too.
It's like one piece of bloodvine, right?
2.
Gains.
Alright, so I'm thinking circle here. Gas, you'll be on moon.
I'm about to disconnect.
Why would you do that?
I didn't do it on purpose.
Okay. Do a ready check. Looks like most buffs are out. I will say, hopefully you guys are good to go.
1 second back.
Sure.
Alright, I'm good.
Okay.
When I don't know anything about this song, but I'm gonna listen to it during the fight. So just FYI.
Incoming.
Here we go. Incoming.
Sweep the leg! Do you have a problem with that? Show me what you've got!
Grab an X.
Yeah, just said.
Taunt.
I'm trying to log back on, otherwise being stupid.
That's fine.
You should have stayed
You guys need to
Get
get
it?
somebody up.
You can get circle.
Yeah, I did.
It's still on me.
You need to be closer. You need to be closer. You're not close enough to do it. Alright, let's get circle.
It's still on.
Show me what you've got!
Should have it now. Sorry, dude.
The understudy's getting trucked. You need another one ASAP.
I'm doing it now.
Shield wall. Alright, pull it off.
It's on Iola.
Give me X.
Diamond should be good to go, holy.
You want me to take X from you back so you can do some damage?
Picking up diamond.
Okay.
Naxx is on me.
Okay, that's not bad. No, it's fine. Just stop doing damage on
Yeah, it's haunted.
It's on bad. It's on bad. Circle on
Grab it.
I should be over.
Moon's up now.
I got 6 seconds.
Time's off.
Good job, priests.
Really good job, priests.
Yeah, nice.
Red buffs make that so much faster too.
Don't diminish my accomplishment.
For real.
Yeah,
They're only like 20 seconds faster, but still pretty fast.
Melee with world buffs probably want to stay out for these, by the way.
Right, what do you mean?
Like, just stay out. Just get your throne skill up or some shit.
Just stay back here.
Yeah, because you're just gonna get cleaved to death.
Sounds good.
So I would honestly just stay out. There's no reason to be in for these. They die fast.
Berg's gonna stay is keep all my mech gear on for the most part.
Yeah, I have my mech gear on and bear.
Boots are gonna go to gas here.
Nice scrats.
Boots
Grats.
are gonna go to who?
Gas.
Gas mask.
Oh, I thought you said gas.
I gotta go potty.
I should be okay for this trash.
5, 4,
Okay, hands
3,
up.
2, 1.
Keep up the tanks. Tanks are taking a lot of physical damage here.
Can't these be farmed?
I mean, they can, but it's just like not worth it. I just feel like it's like gonna get people dead if we're melee. If you're a tank and you want to disarm it, feel free, but
How do you disarm a weapon?
5,
stay back,
Yeah.
guys. If you're not a
3,
tank, stay back.
2, 1.
I'm sheeped. A triangle's loose.
So that is not bad.
I'm sheeped again.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm frozen in place. And sheeped.
I'm not gonna lie, this trash is actually kind of fun.
Casters, yeah.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Congrats on your ring.
An exhaustive bag, right?
Is that 4-piece for gas?
Yeah. It is.
Awesome.
I think everyone has 4 pieces.
Do not continue. Turn
5,
back while there's still
4,
time.
3, 2, 1.
Meh.
Guess what a bear can't be? Sheeped.
I get it. I'm the inferior tank.
Are we got a Necronite pack here? These guys are big damage. Let's pull these back.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Incoming. Couple of Cavaliers.
Oh, I think that's an upgrade for Emmy.
Shots
I
fired.
doubt it.
Shots fired.
Yeah, I am.
3, 2,
Killed her.
1.
Alright, so as we're moving up here,
Shit lag.
so Gothic. So what we're going to do for Gothic is we're going to shackle starting on the 8th wave. We're going to start shackling, and we're just going to keep the right one shackled in a rotation. Alright, so we can get this pulled. Pull those
5,
Necronites first.
4, 3, 2, 1.
So we'll keep shackling the right and killing the middle. Same kill cryo, all that. Yeah, they watch out for that. Dead. Seth, you have the groups for Gotham, right? Those shouldn't have changed.
Yeah, I just can't apply them while we're in combat.
Yeah. So we're doing 5 priests and a paladin on live, and then 4 paladins, druid, priest on dead.
Don't target Gothic, please.
Everyone get to the middle. Let's finish off buffs here in the middle before we go. Move up in the middle first, please. if you don't have a greater arcane protection potion on your undead side, go ahead and if you're on dead side, pop one. If you don't have a potion, say so, and we'll get you one.
I was gonna say I have extra. If okay. Yeah, right.
How do I know which side is on, or which groups are on?
So it's going to be groups 1, 3, 5, and 7 are on dead side. Groups 2, 4, 6, and 8 are on live. So Tharian, you're on live. You're the only rogue on
These
live.
groups, these groups don't look great.
Yeah, because I thought we had
working
pack
on them.
on live side.
Yeah.
I could use an arcane potion.
Here, let me tweak. I'm sorry, I might have had the string maybe out of date.
Okay.
Open trade with Paladin Therian if you need a arcane potion.
Just if you tried to give me a mana.
Whoops.
Oh, they're wrong in the spreadsheet. Too. Well, you have a warlock on dead side.
Oh, I think I just misspoke. So 2, 4, 6, 8 are on live side. 1, 3, 5, 7 are on dead side.
Yeah, so Thrax should be on live side because
Right,
the
yeah.
enemies on dead side are immune.
Once again, 1, 3, 5, 7 are dead. 2, 4, 6, 8 are live.
Yeah, Thrak is in group 7.
Open trade with who for an arcane pot?
Thrak is going to be
Thanks.
on live in group 7. I have an extra DPS on live in 7.
Okay, gotcha.
Or I have Tharian coming to do extra DPS on the live side, so I didn't have a place to put Thrak. So Thrak, you're going to be on live side, but you're in a dead side group.
Okay.
What is my objective over here as only DPS or melee?
Interrupting.
Ah, that's right.
Yes,
Thank you.
Stun and disarm the Death Knights on dead side.
Yeah. And if you're a DPS warrior and you want to taunt one of the Death Knights, make sure you have a shield on.
Gas, it's you and hold on, it's you and Disco on dead side actually.
Berg, you're on the wrong side.
So we have the tanks that we have to have me, Eloth, and Berg on live. Disco actually need you off tanking dead.
Should we pre-pot our arcane potions?
Yes, if you're dead side, pre-pot an arcane potion, please.
Berg said he had to step away for a second.
Yeah, he's over here on dead side, so don't start it yet.
Okay.
Per the sheet.
So
Do you have an arcane potion that needs one?
Alright, let's have Dirk, I think it's a good suggestion. Let's have a couple of rogues on the near piles just taking care of the trainees. So let's do LPS and Shotkey. Let's have you on the right dead pile where I'm pinging. And then Mops and Carnelia, let's have you on the left dead pile over here where I'm pinging.
So just stun and down.
Yeah, your goal is to just take the trainees down before they get anywhere.
Do we have a shackle order set up yet?
Yes.
Yes, the shackle order is going to be Iolus, you're first, then Aristil, Carib, Emmy, Holy, and then on the last Death Knight pack, so it should be a Reen shackling on the left side as well. So I think that should be enough to shackle all of them if I remember right. So we'll kill up until wave, I think it's wave 8. We'll start shackling at 8. Validating that here. Yeah. So I'll do the marking since I'm going to be tanking right ostensibly, but I won't be tanking the ones that are getting shackled. So we'll start on wave 8. You'll shackle the right side. and then wave 11 you'll shackle, wave 13 you'll shackle, wave 16 you'll shackle, and wave 18 you'll shackle.
And make it a habit of reshackling in between waves.
Yes, and I'm going to put a marker up, and here, I think I have a string for this. Let me post it.
It's in angry assignments also.
Yeah, okay, so look at AA as well. But it's there. So that's the order as well as the markers that you'll have.
Bag, are you calling kills on even side tonight for us?
So on live side, you're going to kill the riders and then kill everything else that isn't shackled. So just don't kill what comes out of the right side. So you can sheep on the right side if things are starting getting a little dicey, but hopefully they shouldn't. We should be able to just burn through everything with warriors, so we have some time left on them. Berg, are you back? All right, well, while we wait for Berg, we should be able to kill trainees and burn through them and not need to actually do a whole lot of CC other than the shackles and the death knights.
Sorry, who was doing might?
You mean blessing might?
Blessing of might.
Morphiston.
I'll go.
Morphiston's on might.
Thank you.
In the other raid, on dead side, we had 2 rogues on each of the piles, and the trainees that spawned there died instantly. They didn't even get anything off.
Yeah.
We just assigned that.
Yeah, the one thing that we also did was no one crossed the imaginary line between these 2 piles. Let everything come to us. It minimizes all the splash damage you're taking.
Yeah, so let the rogues do their job on those piles. Everybody else kind of hang out in the back of the room here and don't go towards those piles. Just let Shotkey and LPS, Carnelia, and Mops do their job on those piles, and everything else will come to you.
Just to reiterate what Silverus was saying too on the dead side, if you guys can stun and disarm the Death Knights, once we're on the riders, we're not going to really be able to do that.
Yep. Oh, so all warriors on dead side, not just tanks. Every warrior over there. Make sure that your chart, if you intercept on them, make sure you disarm them. Go to defensive and use disarm. It's going to save the raid. Here, I'll mark. So Carnelia and Mops. So Carnelia, you should be with Star. LPS, you should be with Moon, and otherwise you should be good.
What do you want Berg to do?
You're tanking right here.
You're just tanking left side, and you're going to be tanking, and we'll be killing them. So nothing you're tanking should get shackled.
Until wave 18.
Until wave 18. The last Death Knight on the left side will try to shackle, and Irene, that'll be on you.
Should I put more mitt gear on, or is it pretty...
I
don't take
would
that
go
much
with
damage
some
already.
amount of threat, but not a whole lot. Like, you're going to be taking stuff that is first kill target.
Okay.
So balance it, yeah. I'm going to go full mitt because I shouldn't be tanking anything that's a first kill target.
Okay.
What do we do when the waves are done?
Kill Gothic. Once the waves are done, it's pretty face roll after that. You just get on Gothic. Once he's out, the last thing you'll have to do on live side is kill the rider, and on dead side you'll kill the rider, and then you'll kill the trainees that spawn in the last wave, and then on dead side you'll pick up the rider and the horse, kill the trainees over there. So we'll just basically clean up and then get right on Gothic. And on the dead side you're going to be waiting a little bit.
I'm gonna enjoy killing these slack-jawed daffodils.
So Gothic actually goes back and forth.
Yes, he'll be teleporting back and forth. He'll just get picked up. Elof pick him up on live, Gas pick him up on dead.
You probably won't if we one-shot it.
Hey, Bag, real quick. What are the paladins duties on the dead side? Are we just fearing?
You should be fearing, healing. Actually, I don't think you can fear. I think they're just totally magic immune, aren't they?
Yeah, you can't fear them because they're undead.
Yeah. You should be in your heal gear.
We can fear undead.
Oh right, I forgot about that. Yeah.
But if they might be immune though. Alright, do we need to rebuff? Let's get a mark on Castania and then we'll get going.
Mages could use another Kings.
Yeah, I think warriors could use another Kings too. We're at
Do we
5
need
minutes.
just another? Okay.
Same.
Do I need a FAP or anything?
You shouldn't, no.
Does anybody melee on live side not have healing potions or anything like that?
Yeah, just make sure you consume up. Use a Greater Arcane Protection Potion now on the dead side. Make sure you're consumed up for this. We got world buffs. Let's try to one-shot this. One more ready check and then we'll do this.
I guess melee live side is just Doug, so we're good.
Yeah, I'm good, man.
Okay, let's go ahead and get the pull. Buner, do you want to do the honors?
Also, so on if you're tanking live side, it's once the Death Knight starts coming out, it's easier not to tank like next to a pile.
Right. Yeah, if you're on live side, just let the Death Knight go and charge into you. You don't have to be right on top of the platform. For the trainees, you can just be okay.
I just want to point out that Therian healer is
I am? I'm on the dead side.
No, he's right.
No, Therian's on live. He should be on live.
It should be on live.
Yeah.
Says AA does not say that.
Yeah, it says I'm supposed to be on dead.
It says even group.
Trainees coming?
Therian, you should be on. Therian Pally should be on dead side.
Yeah, I went off the sheet. That's why I'm over here. I mean.
We're killing left side first. Don't forget. Left side's gonna be the first kill target, so just be positioned over there and kill that first.
So, Berg, for the Death Knights, you don't want to be standing on the platform, you want to be standing back so that they charge you instead of the raid.
Yeah, I saw that. Thank you.
Okay, we got 2 more Death Knights to kill here, and then we'll start shackling the next time there's Death Knights. So we'll kill these Death Knights.
Death Knights can be hodged, by the way.
Death Knights cannot be feared with Pally Fear.
Hodge them.
Okay, get ready to shackle on the right side.
There's 2 trainees up on one side.
Yeah, the best you can do to Death Knight is stun.
Creep up to
Sorry.
on that side.
Stop hitting the Death Knight.
The rider.
You don't need to innervate.
Kill the rider. Rider.
Rider first. Top priority rider. Everybody get on those riders right now.
Okay, the rider's coming out of the dead side.
Okay, we need another shackle on right side right now. There should be Aristal and Squid. Okay, rider's incoming. Get on that rider first.
Knights are incoming.
Okay, you need
Rider
a shackle on
us.
right. You need a reshackle on square.
Shackle square, you're stuck.
Death Knight's coming over.
Finish off the
Riders
riders.
here.
Get a rider, rider ink.
As soon as this dies, reshackle your target.
We need Emmy on this.
Yeah, he resisted. I'm doing it again.
Irene, get ready to shackle back.
Holy shackle right up next to them. This is the shackle.
It's both sides.
Rider's here, by the way.
I got all 3 trainees.
Please stop. You got.
Okay, don't just
Oh,
kill this
shit.
Death Knight. You get this
Good
Death
on
Knight
dead,
down.
so we're good. Send it over.
3 seconds.
Okay, we're gonna have Gothic in a sec. Keep everything shackled. You should all have your marks.
Everybody be shackled.
Here comes Gothic in 5.
Who's taking those loops? We take over here.
I have waited long enough. Now you face the harvester of souls.
They keep up tanks. X is loose.
That was all my fault.
Bernie's heals.
He's getting hit like a truck.
It's got Shadowward Pain. We're gonna have to kill X. Just let it drop. Just let it drop.
Leave it.
Fuck, we need to kill him now. Just get on Nemi's target. We need to kill the Death Knight once over.
Nemi is. Are you triangle?
Iolus, you're on circle.
I'm circle.
We're sending a ghost over to dead side. I'm sorry. Oh, it's open. It's open. Meet the
Dead
middle.
side. Dead side. Death Knight.
He's dead.
Oh shit!
I think that. All right, you guys.
Jesus.
Good job, guys.
Ads, boys.
Get these ads.
I'm in first.
Kill the dead side ads first.
Oh, I'm sent.
Oh, that FR now.
Why does every progression fight require my sacrifice?
That's just the price you pay.
Turn away. Well, I shackled it 11 times
Don't meet up in the middle.
Okay, Eolus, so my repair bill is going to be sent to your machine.
It's your 17 silver repair bill.
Fuck you!
Oh, shots fired. Damn, shots fired.
I think I can handle all of
Okay,
there's still ads up, guys.
Yeah, let's start talking about war. This is interesting. So, I don't know how much people know about Four Horsemen, but this is going to be a fight where we all have to rotate in different types of rotations. So this will be, we're going to do a lot of learning on this fight. This is probably the hardest coordination fight in the zone. We can keep clearing the trash as we go in the meantime. So the healers are going to be split into pods. The tanks will be split into assignments.
Couldn't resist.
And the DPS will be also split. And you're going to basically move based on the marks that the Four Horsemen put on you. So on the pull, we'll split the horsemen into the corners, and that'll probably what we work on mostly tonight.
2, 1.
We'll mostly be working on, we have the spirit incoming.
Warlock's trying to restock on your soul shards because I imagine
4,
Healthstones will be pretty good
2,
for this.
1. One.
I'm not gonna lie, one shot like
because why back?
What?
Serious?
Yeah. Don't expect really anything from Angry Simons.
Can we get rid of bag? Is there something in the guild charter?
No, what kind of fate is that, man? Are you serious?
The first kill goes to
I
me.
did set up the heal pods,
Anyone
and I do
care
have the
to
tank
wager?
rotation. It's just I don't have the DPS rotation, so I don't know. I have to do that on the fly.
all the videos I watched, they started just zerging one of the guys.
We do have. We could fucking try to zerg down Thane. I mean, we could just try that.
Because every pull that I've seen people doing, they've zerged.
We have to get there in 30 minutes though, because we're about to run out on roll cliffs.
Log and watch a video?
It's not a crazy idea. The guy for the gargoyles, don't put the spell.
It's not like we don't have like 2 hours left.
Yeah, it's pretty 7:15.
The problem with logging though is that we'll end up at the start of the instance, but we should at least clear this trash.
Yeah, my mage's legs aren't strong enough to run back.
I mean, to be honest, like, we always do a couple attempts on the first time, and then next week we come back and we down it on the first.
We're not going to
every time.
one-shot 4 horsemen sight unseen, world buffs,
2,
world buffs.
1.
Oh man, I had my Wheaties this morning, so.
I believe that's She-Ra. She-Ra.
I'm a princess of power.
No, he's got a point. There are also he women. I've seen
Grats Paxenarian.
Grats Pax.
Sweet.
Right, the gargoyles are back up.
5,
Got them, here we go.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Make sure you're
Yeah, there's no way to line of sight him.
Seems fair.
Eat.
55 food.
I don't know if this Vindicator pack pats away.
Yeah, we might want to back up just in case.
Yeah, let's back up one more.
Yeah, I think they just keep coming. So.
Can we get a rogue to distract?
I think we're actually good for them. Once they come get up the stairs here, or you just pull them up the stairs. Make sure you get them in that.
No, they stopped. They stopped.
They got distracted. We can tag them. Incoming.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
A lot of their. If you're low melee, good.
We're got here around the corner on my field.
It hurts him.
Don't worry, Bird.
Steps are horrible for line of sight, so try not to go forward.
Yeah, I was getting line of sight issues, which is why I was all up in there.
In there.
All up in it.
Hey, I'm rebuffing Kings. Give me a second.
Alright. We're missing int on a bunch. Should probably get that out as well. We can do it after this
I
pull.
think it just dropped off everybody.
You can come to the wall here. Just come to the
5,
wall so we can all listen.
4, 3, 2, 1.
That's everybody.
Little city over there.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Nice, there's healing staff for Emmy.
Let's not pick on Emmy.
The shots just keep coming.
What did you do today?
Plus 57 healing spells. I mean, that's better than my Aura Stone Hammer. Throw that out there.
Alright, we got the Necro Knights coming in next. Can we pull the Vindicator like off to the left side here?
Yeah,
like
I
just
got
like
it.
Berg
Yeah,
would.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
5,
Come on,
4,
Berg, me and you got this.
3, 2, 1.
I'm gonna go bareback on you.
Oh, yeah.
Get a room.
Don't be jealous.
We could stack X with the skull on these, but let's just keep that.
That thing hits hard.
Yeah.
Oh, I see a frozen rune over there.
Iolis.
5, 4,
Can I help you?
3, 2,
Happy birthday.
1.
Hey, Iolis.
Alright, move into the room. We'll get the ghoul pack. I can't believe we made it to 4 Horsemen tonight.
5, 4, 3,
Get
2,
bag is an utter
1.
shock. Just everything.
I mean, I'm so unprepared for this moment. I'm naked.
I'm truly.
Seriously.
Hurts my heart.
Both of my expectations. I wasn't so sure about that.
What's great is that you're like,
That was a super shock.
Gothic was smoother than Lotheb.
So,
Yeah.
I think that we underestimated
Oh,
our
he
speed.
aggroed you.
Oh shit, okay. Well,
Iola's Frozen Rune.
Get on that skull.
Frost resist,
I mean, I got myself a new trinket.
We weren't prepared, people.
Well, we haven't gotten a single, never mind. Splinter, right? Neither
We
one
should
of the
kill
bosses.
this acolyte group because we're gonna do a little practicing in the room here. We're gonna have to do some mark discussion. Yeah, here they come.
Okay.
Just stay back. We're gonna have to do some like.
Let's
just-
LOS behind this wall.
Yeah. So I did post in UI that everybody's gonna need to download the
It just updates.
You don't have that. You have we should go
It just updated.
Okay, so everybody go make sure you have that add-on. Let's just do that first and foremost.
Wait, what?
The
It's
new-
not a weak aura?
No.
No, it's an add-on.
It is 1.0.1 is the new update. So if you have 1.0.0, it won't work.
Okay. What are we,
Can
what's
you-
its name?
Can you put it in
Posted in UI.
What's the name of the add-on?
It's just
4H.
4.
Oh wow,
Not
there's a
the number
DBM
4.
and a weak update too that just came out apparently.
4H assist.
Yeah,
There's
4H
always
assist.
gonna
There was a DBM earlier.
I need to restart my game.
Same.
I think we all do.
I just reposted it. It's in. Oh, Johnny also reposted it exactly at the same time. It's the letter. It's the word for F-O-U-R-H, all one word. If you type that in, you'll find it.
You could type in literally the number in the letter for H. Just hit enter.
Yeah, there's also links posted if you don't have an add-on updater or whatever.
Should we log the save buffs?
So it's not 4H, as in the number 4H dash assist.
No, it's 4 is spelled 4 like if.
So this is
If you hit 4H though, it did populate.
Oh my god, just go to the UI channel and click on the button.
I'm gonna enjoy killing these slack-jawed daffodils!
Airless.
Yeah, just type 4H
H
and hit enter.
Yeah, but I was saying that the one that I have is called the number 4H dot assist. Is that still the right one?
Negative. It's
I
called
have the wrong-
Horseman Assistant.
Click the link and I got the same thing. The thing that I downloaded says the number 4 capital H dash assist V1.01.
Yeah, that's what I
Yes, that is the name of the file.
Okay, so it's fine.
Yeah.
So the name of the file is 4H-assist-v1.0.1-classic.zip.
.mpeg.
What tank am I going to be doing?
That's hot.
BL, BR, TL, TR? Top left, top right.
Yeah, I don't even have my fire resist. We're definitely not gonna get this tonight. Don't worry about your world buffs. Log, you're not gonna save your world buffs. We are not gonna one-shot 4 horsemen. I repeat, we will not one-shot 4 horsemen. This is a fight that takes a long time to learn.
Come on, bro.
False. I feel really hurt right now.
Doesn't this boss only have like 400k health per horseman?
Don't you have somewhere else to be?
I'm not seeing it come up at all for me.
You use
So-
Curse Forge?
Yes, I am.
So do you see there's an add-on that actually has 4 FOUR space horseman space assistant? And then it says
So-
in parentheses 4H assist.
No, I'm not seeing any of that. What I'm saying, I can't search anything right now. It's not coming up. Nothing will search.
Oh, okay.
Click get more add-ons.
I'm on there. Get more add-ons, and I see popular, featured, sort by category. What am I looking for?
You
There
gotta
should
search
be.
it.
Yeah, search right next to the.
I did, and nothing comes up.
Then you probably need to just close out your Curse Forge and restart it.
Or yeah, just use the link. You can install from the link as well.
What link?
Did you try to search just FOUR, Irene?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay. That's what worked for me.
Just go to in the Discord in the UI channel. There's a Curse Forge link. You could just install it manually if you do it that way. In terms of it working, it won't start until someone does the sync command, just so everybody knows.
After we lose our world buffs or whatever, should we go back to town to get our fire resist gear or whatever?
Only tanks need fire resist.
Well, yeah, I mean, like at least the tanks have to go back to town.
Yeah, only the front of the room tanks need fire resist. So I have that as well. So initially I was thinking, can druids even tank the front of the room? I guess we'll find out. So I was thinking me, Gas, Disco, and Dirk for front room tanks. Dirk, do you have fire resist tanking gear?
Not with me. I can go get it.
You have summoners?
Yeah, that's Iris on
Yeah, maybe I'll go get my fire resist gear and let's just do that now. Let's have tanks get their fire resist gear so we at least try our gear.
You got Berg to get mine?
Yeah.
Summoners outside.
Yeah, I have my lock. I can log on to my all.
Yeah, we have
help
some.
You'll have to leave right.
Yeah, can we get a port just in the back somewhere for storm wind?
We're gonna port the iron port.
Yeah, that works.
You have to navigate that stupid mage tower.
However, I can bank somewhere. Any old mage will do.
I still can't believe it made it to the wall.
Sorry, where do you need to go?
Darn it. This is really good.
Gats, do you need, how many scraps do you need?
Only the tanks get fire resist gear, right?
Yeah, only people going back should be tanks right now. So if you are, so any warrior in the raid, I don't know, Gladius, do you have fire resist tank gear? Eloth, Luthians, all the warriors, anybody with a taunt needs to go pick up some fire resist if you have it. Okay, yeah, I figured you didn't. Eloth actually had you on the back. I think only the front tanks actually need to have it equipped, right? Because Thane and Mograine are the ones that do fire attacks. Zeliak's attack, I don't believe, is fire. And Blamo's attack is void for sure. Zeliak's is holy.
How much fire?
Just for tanks. No DPS need fire.
Okay.
Just a heads up, in raid discussion, I posted the 30-second guide for Horsemen if people want to watch it while we wait.
Will the slime kill you?
Eventually, I think.
So I probably shouldn't swim in it with my trinket.
It depends if you're into that kind of thing.
So I have a question. What does the Four Horsemen Assist add-on do for us?
You can bring up a little map, a little mini map for you.
Yeah, it basically shows you on a map like where the rolls go.
Mm-hmm.
And then you take it off and you show like where the rolls are going to end up, and you can use that. So when we say like, you know, when your roll is like you're going to eat, everyone's going to be assigned a roll, right? And when your roll, when the certain mark comes, your roll is going to move or not move, right? Depending on what mark it is and what the assignment is. So the add-on lets you say, okay, I'm assigned to, you know, tank front right or whatever. What I'll do is I'll just call the marks and we'll practice. Yeah, get logged in. There's really no reason to save your buffs consumed at this point. You're going to lose them. So movement in the. We're not going to go into the 4 horsemen room. Well, you can open the door if you really feel so inclined, but we're gonna start in the room behind you here and practice with marks. Because I just want to show the positioning and where we're going to go. So you see the 4 horsemen in the room.
Yep.
I'm going to mark them up.
You would think, since they're horsemen, that they would be centaurs.
So basically, we're going to pull Skull. When we enter the room, we're going to pull Skull towards us to the left. We'll call that the bottom left of the room. We're going to pull X towards us to the right, the bottom right of the room. Square, we'll go to the top left of the room, which is if you're looking in the room all the way across to the left. And triangle will go to the back right of the room, so away from us towards the right. We're going to have 2 tanks. Well, 4 tanks will be rotating on the top and bottom of the room effectively. So on the front of the room, when you enter the bottom, it'll be Gas starting and Disco starting. Me and Dirk will be in the safe zone to start. At 3 marks, I'll relieve Gas and Dirk will relieve Disco. You'll go in, you'll taunt, and then the other tank will get out. And then Disco will move over, and at 6 marks, you'll relieve me, and Gas will relieve Dirk, right? So we'll be swapping back and forth. So just to show you what that looks like. So we'll get on the pull. Gas will pull in. He'll be over here where Moon is, and then I'll be in the center. At 3 marks, I'll come in. I'll taunt Mops off of Gas, and then Gas will go to the center. At 6 marks, Gas will go to the other side and relieve the tank that's over there, and we'll be going back and forth that way. And then at 9 marks, he'll get relief. At 12 marks, he'll relieve somebody else. The healers will be assigned to a pod. Each healer will move at either the first mark, the second mark, or the third mark, and then incrementing 3 marks from there. So let's say I'm a healer and I start healing on Gas. So I'm over here healing. Let's say I'm in pod that moves at the second mark. So the first mark goes out, I stay still. Somebody who's over here rotates out. Somebody who's healing where Gas Mask is now moves in. And then the next mark comes, now we're at mark 2, now it's my turn to rotate. And I rotate over here. So every mark, there's a set of 4 healers rotating clockwise around the room. Does that sort of make sense? So every mark, there's a set of 4 healers that are in a pod.
Do we have assigned spots where we're starting? I don't see that.
So I assign this in the add-on, and this is what makes the add-on so useful. It makes it hard not to, makes it hard to have it without it. But basically, you'll each have a set. There'll be 3 healers assigned to each corner to start. You'll go with your tank and heal the tank in that corner. And then you'll each have a place you start and a mark that you move on. And those are the 2 things you have to be aware of. So not all 3 healers are going to move at the same time in that corner, right? You'll move, let's say, Areen, let's say you move on mark 2 and I move on mark 1. Okay, mark 1 happens. I move, you stay still and keep healing that tank. Okay, mark 2 happens, you move, right? And you come to the next corner. So you'll just come to the next corner and start healing the next tank who's over here. The healers are never in a safe spot. They're always going to the corners.
How close do we need to get to the actual boss themselves? Does it matter at all?
In fact, you need to be as far away as possible. You just want to be in heal range. Each boss has different mechanics. Everybody should stay away. No DPS should ever go in on Zeliak, which is the boss that's tanked where Moon is right now in the back right of the room. No DPS, no melee DPS should ever be in on Zeliak. You only want to use ranged DPS because he has like a Cthulhu beam. Then on the front right, which will be Thane, or I'm sorry, front right is Mograine, right? He does the Meteor. The Meteor is like the meteors from the Defenders, so everybody needs to be grouped up and move together around meteors. So when you're in this quadrant, when you're in the front right quadrant, you need to be stacked up on everybody else who's there. So that means all melee and healers need to be stacked up, and everybody needs to move around the meteors. On Thane, I think Thane just hits like a truck, and he does a lot of fire damage, and he just puts a dot on you that hits like a truck. So that's why you kill him first, because you want to eliminate that much damage.
One quick thing about the meteor: you need to wait for the meteor to land before you do your dance.
Oh, Thane is the meteor, so wait.
Yeah, the video I just watched, Thane and the meteor, and Morgraine's the one that hits like a truck.
Okay, yeah. So I have that mistaken. So it's all the same, except Thane's going to be on the right over here. Mograine will be over here, and we'll just kill them both as soon as we can. But we're DPS are going to be swapping around, so just we're not going to do any like stack up and kill one first shit. It's just going to be Mograine over here and Thane on the other side of the meteors.
So when it's Melee's turn to swap over to so Melee just never swaps to Zeliak, or does Melee?
Correct.
Okay, so they just avoid that aura.
Melee, you just avoid Zeliak altogether. And on Blamo, which is the last one, she's tanked over here. She puts void zones down. Blamo is definitely the easiest one. She just puts void zones down. Just don't stand in the black void zone. They hit really hard.
Yeah,
So.
it'll kill you in like 2 seconds.
What's that?
Those void zones, I think, will kill you in like 2 seconds.
Yeah, so it's important that you move out of them immediately, but they don't actually hit very hard, or they don't actually. No, that's the only mechanic. Avoid the void zone.
The shadow.
Yes, Seth, do you want to explain what you mean a little bit?
Okay, so what I'm saying is like let's set up like 4 like little points in here, right in this room right here. So like here would be Aristal, Theron, and myself on this one point, like where I'm jumping down. If all 3 of us are here, let's start here. Now stay there. I'm moving to the second spot where I want Myth, Cherubino, and Irene right here, where I'm jumping up and down. Okay, so I'm going to go over here, where I want to get Emmy, Bane, Morphiston, right? And then over here, I want Pack, Holy Waitress, and Morkern. Right here. Okay, I'm going back to my spot. So how this is going to happen is as these debuffs come out, that's what's going to determine how this rotation happens, right? So Bag, if you want to kind of go like through like when the debuff happens, then this first debuff happens, Aristal will move to like the second group over here, right? And Myth would come over here, and so on and so forth. Do you understand what's going on here?
If I could,
and then Emmy would come over here.
Nick, if I could jump in real
Sure
quick.
Sure thing.
Just the groups we have right now, I mean, based on angry assignments, these aren't the same groups. Angry assignments. I don't know if the sheet is different or if you're going off the sheet or what.
I'm going off the sheet that I have. I don't know if this is the same sheet. Is this right? Is this the right sheet, Bag?
That
we're just gonna have to do them a little bit on the fly here. So I'm gonna do assignments here for. So the heal pods are correct. So Aristal, Mythical, Emmy, and Pax are heal pod 1, which means that you all move at 1. What's not done here is where you start. So the assignments for where you start, I'm trying to get out right now. When you move is assigned.
Right. Okay. So the pods aren't necessarily we're not grouped together.
Right. So like
pod is just
let's call
order
it
in
number.
which you
Let's call
rotate.
it colors, right? So Aristal, Mythical, Emmy, and Pax, you're red. Tharian, Carib, Moore, and Holy, you're blue. Sant, Arene, Vane, and Morkern, you're green. Red moves 1, blue moves 2, green moves 3. And that's how it's assigned in terms of when you move. Where you start is a different thing. You're going to start with somebody from each of the other pods, right? Each of the other colors. So there'll always be a red, a green, and a blue healer on a target at a given time. And depending on the mark, one of them will rotate. So maybe red healers rotate, maybe blue healers rotate, and ultimately you're keeping a red, blue, and a green on the tank in that corner. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically we're just managing the debuff so that at every given time you're picking up basically one to 3 stacks and then moving on.
Is the so 1, 4, 7, and 10 is the stacks that we move on? Is that what that means?
Right.
Okay. So stack 1 heal pod 1 moves, and stack 2 heal pod 2 moves.
But you're not going to start on the same boss, basically.
Yeah, no, I get that. I'm saying that, yeah, stack 1, everyone who's listening to heal pod 1 is moving to the next group.
Correct.
Right.
It should be like, it's like heal rotation 1, heal rotation 2, heal rotation 3.
The
You are
word
all
you
the
use is
blades of a
arbitrary,
fan.
as long as you understand what it means.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm 147 Sam. I'll move when I get my first stack, and then I won't move again until I get my fourth.
But it'll be a separate debuff, correct?
Right.
It's not a stack that you're getting. It's marks that are going out. So all of the horsemen each one of them puts a mark out at a given interval, right? I forget what it is. Like 30
Right, so
seconds.
I would have 1 of the first one, and then I would end up with 3 of the second one, and then I would move.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. It's probably more like 2 and 2, basically, because you're going to get one probably on the move or something, but and you may not get one. But basically, you don't need to be paying attention necessarily to your debuff stacks. You need to be paying attention to the mark that's going out. So there's like an overall mark that's going out that you're not going to eat every one of, right? But you'll move like if it's mark 4 overall, then you move. If it's mark 7 overall.
So that's where the add-on comes in. I'm assuming is when it's giving the overall mark, or
They all put out marks at the same time. And so it's just that you might not be if you're in a safe zone, or you're like, you might not eat that mark, right? So you can't really go by your debuff. It's not going to be helpful to you.
So just move whenever I have whatever number I'm assigned, no matter where it's from.
Correct.
So what we can do
BBM should
is
show
that,
you. Go ahead.
What we can do is, since we're in these 4 groups of 3 right now, right? You can call out when a mark goes out, and then we can, like, each person from their red, blue, green pods can move.
I just did assignments, so let's actually do this. So can I have this is the front left side here. Can I have Mythical, Carabino, and Arene to start over here on gas? Let's go Carabino and Arene. Okay. Front right side, can I have Aristal, Tharian, and Santris? Okay. Back right, can I have Pax, Holy, and Morkern? Pax, Holy, Morkern. Okay. And then back left should be Emmy, Morphiston, and Vane. Okay. Now your color pods are what's in AA, and this is the thing that you actually need to be able to reference. So heal pod 1, and let's call that red. Let's just do a mark rotation. I'm just going to call them over voice here. So mark 1 goes out. Everybody in heal pod 1 should be moving. Okay. Mark 2 goes out. Everybody in pod 2 should be moving. So Emmy, you only had to move for one, right?
Yeah, no, I was saying I think Moore moved twice.
No, I only moved once.
Okay. He'll pot 3 go. So
Okay.
Mark 3 goes out. So Santris, Arain, Vane, and Morkern are the only ones moving here. And now we're back to Mark 4. Aristel, Myth, Emmy, and Pax should move. Mark 5. Tharian,
Oh, okay.
Carib, Morphiston, and Holy should move.
I was like, there's 2 people moving. It's freaking Mopsy.
Mark
That's
6.
why I was confused.
Mark 6 is Santris, Arain, Vane, and Morkern. All right, does that make sense to the healers?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it now.
So it's going to be more difficult when you actually have to heal at the same time, you know?
Nah.
For DPS, there's really no reason to have DPS start in the back at all on Blamo and Zeliak. The most important thing is DPS starts in the front and basically rotates back and forth. So we pretty much, I didn't really assign this, but I'll just do it by group here on the fly. So let's have groups 3, 4, or let's just do 1, 2, 3. Start in safe zone. You know what? Let's make it even easier. 1 through 4 safe. 5 through 8 on attacking. So 1 through 4. If you're in groups 1 through 4, then you're in the safe zone to start. If you're in groups 5 through 8, you're attacking to start. And we'll smooth this out. I mean, this is not a good distribution, but just for the sake of argument here. What you'll do is groups 1 and 2, you'll start on. God, I'm gonna fuck the names up. You're gonna start on Mograine. You'll start on X. Groups 1 and 2, you'll start on X. Or let me switch it around. Sorry. Groups 1 through 4, you're attacking first. 5 through 8, you're safe first. If you're 1 through 4, you're on attack first. 1 and 2, you're on Mograine. 3 and 4, you're on Thane. 3 and 4 is on Skull. 1 and 2 is on X. You're gonna, after 3 marks, rotate back to safe and just heal yourself. Bandage. The healers are not really going to be focused on you, so you're gonna have to do what you can do to mitigate some of the mark damage. So 1 and 2 starting on X, 3 and 4 starting on Skull, and then once you get your marks, 5 and 6 will go to X, 7 and 8 will go to Skull. That sound good? We'll just try this out because we need to see this fight, and then we can refine it from there.
I was gonna say, I think especially for healers, we're gonna need to see how the add-on works with, total count of.
The problem with the add-on is that we have lots of versioning mismatches right now, and I think it's actually not going to work to do it because it seems like I can't broadcast stuff mismatched even though I'm 1.01 and some people are and some people aren't. So the add-on, I think we're gonna have to square another time if we want to actually get
at least the mark numbers and whatnot. I mean, if anything, if that works, I mean that's key.
DBM will show you the mark. I mean, the add-on is great, and we should figure that out for next time. But it's not going to happen, I think, tonight. So let's just pretend the add-on doesn't exist. We're doing this the hard way.
Is someone going to call out marks?
Marks will be called in DBM. Why don't we have actually Pantone? Do you want to just call mark numbers?
Sure.
Okay.
Can you read it me? Because the first time that we said it, it sounds like we were confused which corner had what mechanics. So we were gonna read like top left is White Zone Lady, bottom left is Meteor Guy.
Top left is Void Zone. Top left is Void Zone. Top right is Holy Wrath, is the Cthulhu Beam. So those are the ones we kill later.
Can we practice the tank rotation?
Yeah. So okay, actually, let's do a quick tank rotation practice, and then we'll go from there. So I gotta assign tank starts. I actually did that already. I just haven't written it out. So Gas will start on Thane first. Disco will start on Mograine first. Gladius, you're going to start on Blamo first, on Square. And Berg, you're going to start on Zeliak first.
So I bring him over here, yeah. I mean, in the other room, of course.
Yeah, so I think we're going to have Hunters do at least pulls on on Zeliak and Blamo. We could probably have. I think you can. I don't know if you can get close enough to actually pull. We may have to have like a mage help to pull on the other ones. We only have 2 hunters. Gladius, you have to tank. We need your taunt. So Gladius, you're going to start on Blamo, and Eloth, you're going to relieve Gladius.
Gladius is on Blambo.
Gladius going to start on Blamo. Yep.
Okay.
And Eloth, you'll be his first relief. Berg is going to start on Zeliak, and Luthians, you'll be his first relief. So Berg, if you want to just come over here and position, and I think Gladius is already in position. Disco's in position, and Gas is in position. So those are where the 4 tanks will be to start the fight. So tanks, let's practice a rotation. Say Mark 1 goes out. We're all standing still. Mark 2. Okay, Mark 3. So Dirk, you're relieving Mograine here. So Gas, you're going to stand still obviously until I come over and taunt, right? And then Dirk has relieved Disco, Eloth relieving Gladius, and Luthian's relieving Berg. So now we're Mark 4, Mark 5,
And we
Mark
stand
6.
right in the very center during our off.
Right, you're going to be on the stairs right below where the 4 horsemen are. So Mark 6 goes out, right? So on Mark 6, I need whoever was tanking first to be relieving them. So Gladius should be relieving Luthians. Dirk should be relieving me. Or no, sorry, Disco should be relieving me. Apologies. Disco should be relieving me here. Berg, you're relieving Eloth, and Gas is relieving Dirk, right?
Just so we're clear, Bag, are the relief tanks? So I'm relieving Gladius, right? So he gets the first 3. Am I on the stairs for the first 3, or am I with him for the first 3?
No, you're on the stairs because you can't be eating those marks. The point of the relief is that you don't have any marks on you. The marks, just because I didn't explain it at all, the marks increase in damage as you get more of them. So the first one hits for 1,000, you don't notice it. The second one hits for 2,000, and it increments from there. So I think they may just go up 1,000 each time. I don't know. I think the fourth one, they just go 1,000 each time if I remember right. So
keep going until this wraps around.
Sure. So let's say we're at what are we at? We stopped at 6, right? So we're at 7, we're at 8, we're at 9, and now we're just relieving the tanks that we started relieving in the first place. So I'm relieving Gas just on the other side, right? Dirk is relieving Disco on the other side. Eloth, you're relieving Gladius on the other side, and Berg, Luthians are relieving Berg on the other side.
Okay, so we're always relieving the same tank.
Yeah, you're relieving the same tank. So
no,
that's right. Yeah, sorry. So you're not always relieving the same tank. You're pinging back and forth every 3 marks, basically. So you start you just have to know who you start relieving, and then you're pinging back and forth every 3 marks, right? So you go to the center for 3 marks, then you go relieve, and you tank for 3 marks, then you get relieved, then you go to the center for 3 marks, then you go relieve the other side and tank for 3 marks. Get it?
I think so.
You're starting on the left, Eloth, when you relieve Gladius, and then you go to the center, then you go to the right, then you go to the center, then you go to the left, then you go to the center, then you go to the right.
Yep.
This is essentially the whole job you do.
Yeah, and you just have to remember to stay in the center for 3 marks in between, and then as soon as the next mark goes out, you go.
We're literally just chilling in the center.
Right, and your job in the center is to heal up, bandage yourself, do what you have to do to get your health back up. Tanks as well as casters, and we actually, the best thing, what I was going to have Hart do, if you could stay in the center and just try to help people get topped off, that's probably the best thing for your.
You want me to stay in the
that
center?
That would actually be a great to have somebody in the center just helping top people off.
All right, so I'm healing.
So I think we should give this a try. So you should be healing. This is like I said, this is a coordination nightmare. You're gonna have to really see this fight a few times and to understand where all the relieving happens. Everybody has a really specific role they're going to have to do when they go in and out.
Hey, Bag, after...
So Bag for DPS.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to talk to you. I was going to talk to you after the raid about the add-on, because something I was seeing doesn't look right with how the groups are stacked, so I want to talk to you about it later.
Okay. We're not using the add-on,
Yeah,
so let's
don't
do
worry
it later.
about the add-on.
Okay, so DPS on. So I'm on the start at the X group. So I go in there, get my 3 marks, run back to center, and then after the next round, then I start attacking Skull, or do I stay on X?
Skull. So you're going to wait 3 marks and then you attack Skull. And the reason is because you have to get healed up while you're in the center, because otherwise you'll just go in and start eating more marks.
Okay, and then after that, I'll get 3 marks on Skull, and then back to center, and then go back to X.
Right.
Okay.
They don't have a lot of hit points, but they shield wall at 50% and 20%, so they take a little while to kill.
I think we've got a little confusion because I think X is the other side of the room. I mean, the close side of the room with Dirk and I initially.
Front right is X.
Yeah, I said group 6 is starting with X.
Wait, so
I have been told that I'm doing Mograine.
Yeah, Mograine's X,
Right.
and he's on the front right there. Right.
Yeah, but I'm hearing Eloth, I think, say that they're on X, and I don't think that's the case.
Yeah, Eloth, you are starting. You're going to be relieving square.
Yes, I start in the center, wait 3, relieve Blemmo, and then I'm going to go back to the center after I am relieved, and then I am going to relieve Gladius, who should be on whatever is in the back right at that time.
And Areen, you start in the same place that we had said before, so you're starting in the front left. So front left is
Wait.
Mythical, Carabino, and Areen. You start in the front left.
Oh, so it's not square then.
That is square.
No, that is not
Oh,
square.
that's not square.
Thank you very much.
No. Yeah, Gladius is first tank on square. Areen, you start front left tank. So you're going to be healing gas first. And you're going to be rotating on the 3rd mark, right? Okay.
Front, left, like where I just pinged.
That would be front right.
That's right.
That's right. You're front left over here. So when I say front left, this is front left. This is front right. This is back left. This is back right. Can I get Johnny to pull triangle? I think you can actually. Everyone get into the room. You can get relatively close. I don't know how much more closer you can get, to be honest, but you can get pretty close. Oh, okay. Well, not close.
Nope, we're going.
Not
Oh.
that close.
Okay. I guess we'll find out.
Okay, pick up your targets.
Lady Blemar is loose.
Yeah, bring Lady Belmo all the way to the back.
Oh, somebody took her off me. There we go.
This is down.
This goes
Right.
down. This goes down.
Okay, I got her closer to the corner.
Okay, well, this is positioning. The corner you want to be in, I may just come show you the positioning. You actually want to be... That was the second...
How come nobody moved to skull?
We got to be a little tighter on the corners. I think the corners are not...
This
goes down.
guy meteors, and if you're separated, we're gonna kill everybody.
Yeah, so the one that meteored is Skull. So you have to stack on Skull.
Yeah, and there's about 3 or 4 of us dead to meteors.
I think Gladius was in the wrong spot too. I think he was a little
Next time, bring more friends.
Yeah, just wipe it up. We're gonna have to. I don't know if we have.
Well, DPM was not really telling the overall mark as well, unfortunately.
It was telling me the marks.
It told me when I had 4 marks of one particular debuff, but not.
It tells you when the next mark is going out, so it'll be like, in parentheses, it'll say like 6.
Aristotle and I survived.
How'd you manage that?
Because we ran out the fucking door.
You sons of
the pull-
bitches.
The pull is definitely closer than, or you know, the aggro radius is further than we expected, but that's fine. So where you actually had them positioned was pretty good. Where the tanks had them was actually not bad. That's where that's actually very good. That's where you want them to be when we're going. The really important thing, yeah, you can use LOS to start. That is definitely true. The statues do allow you to get a lot closer. As far as Skull, per Gas's question, make sure that you are stacking on Skull. This is a long run back.
Also stack.
Yeah, Gas
So
had
what was-
full health and he got one shot when a meteor hit him by himself. So.
Right. Yeah, everybody needs to be stacked with Gas. Well, with whoever's tanking.
just melee, right?
'cause it's
Not
gonna
range.
Yeah, so maybe I said this in chat, and maybe it's just not loud enough there, but you need to wait to move when the meteor lands. So if it's your time to run out for Mark, you need to suck it up and sit still until the meteor hits, because if you try to, get out when the mark pops and the meteor hits you on the way out or hits the tank on the way out, we wipe.
That's correct. And also per what Johnny said, that you have to stack. If you're a healer ranged, everybody should be stacked. And I'm pretty sure you stack with melee. Although I guess if you can stack, I guess, outside of melee range. Are you sure? Johnny, everybody stacks on the tank there.
Yeah, because if it hits the tank and he's alone.
Right. But melee's there, right? But healers and range should be there as well.
The first kill goes to me. Anyone care to wage?
So, correct me if I'm wrong, but you said group 1 and 2 on X, and group 3 and 4 on Skull, right?
That's right.
So there was group 7 people on Skull for some reason, and that's why I didn't go in right away, because it was confusing.
Yeah, everybody in groups 5 through 8, you should be in the safe zone to start.
I did. So, where do you actually have to stand to be in the safe zone? Because I was sitting in the very middle and I was getting hit by. Oh, it's middle.
It's the middle of the stairs. Yeah. I mean, the problem is they weren't. It took a while to position, so you may be to mark it, and that's just part of the learning here.
Since we have meteor, don't you want all of the melee to be on Skull?
Yeah.
So that means
No, we need to rotate the DPS through the bosses so that they don't all get marks at once.
Oh yeah, exactly. You need to be rotating DPS in and out, because otherwise, what'll happen is y'all will get too many stacks, and then all the DPS will have to go out, and then Gas will be standing there, or whoever's tanking will be standing there by himself and need a meteor and die. So,
yeah, the question I have though is, do we have enough melee to suck up the meteor damage?
Everyone's going in.
Everyone in the raid on Skull should be stacked together.
Right. So healers, ranged, everybody should be stacked.
We should clarify that everybody in the raid means your designated group is stacked on that.
Right. The people that are in that quadrant at that time should all be stacked. If on the front left, if you're on Thane, then you should be stacked in the front left.
That's bottom
That's
left.
The only boss.
Healers as well, right? Bottom left healers.
Yes, bottom left healers. Correct.
Okay, I just heard two different things. I heard split, and then I heard from Buner that we. No, I heard that we all stack, and then I heard from Buner that we split.
To be there,
Stacking, same thing.
running there, and the tank that should be there all need to be stacked. If you shouldn't be in that quadrant, then you should not be stacking there, because you're not even on that boss.
So what was I doing wrong?
Nothing actually. I think you did fine. You just pulled it. We just had a scuffed pull, so you just had to pull it far. But I think once you got it there, it was fine. So yeah, where you need to be in terms of positioning is deep in the corner. And that's the other thing to be aware of, is you can't cheat into the room a little bit. When you're tanking, you need to be positioning them deep into the corner so that people on the stairs. And
Okay, so let me ask you what I did wrong. I followed Skull in and was DPSing as I was going in with Gas.
You shouldn't
I was,
have gone.
I was the only melee there.
You should, well, the pull was not what we would normally want to do, but because your group's 5 through 8, you shouldn't actually have started there. You should be in the safe zone to start. And then when it's time to relieve, you'll be going in on Skull for relief. So 5 and 6 are going to be relieving on 3 marks, going in for X. 7 and 8 will be on 3 marks. After 3 marks go out, after the 3rd mark, then you go in and start DPSing on Skull. Don't transition in until the meteor lands, and this is what Gas was talking about. This is the nuance of Thane, is that you have to wait for the meteor to go out, and then everybody does their transition, so you're there in time to eat the next meteor. When he's dead, you do not go to that corner. The marks will go out, and there's no boss there. So, once the boss is dead, then the rotations just chop him in half, or chop him in a third one. Both X and Skull should die pretty close around the same time.
So to clarify that, the rotation, if you are meant to go to or whichever ones are dead, you should stay in the safe zone, and so that the rotation doesn't get all confused.
Yeah, so we'll keep rotating as is, just when it's your turn, instead of going there once they're dead, just stay in the safe zone an extra set of time. Let's get moved into the room. We need to get a few pulls on this. Let's get some learning in. Yeah, so Luthians, you see where Luthians is? You can see how close you can get. And in fact, why don't we have the Hunters? Let's have Johnny go right and Retod go left.
We get buffed out first. Let's meet back.
Yes.
No, we balled, so let's... Oh.
Alright. Yeah, get out if you can.
Who's dying?
We can't see.
Yeah, whoever's inside is just gonna die. We'll have to res you.
Stay by the door.
Next time,
Can you hear our scream?
Oh shit!
Welcome to the clean beam portion of this fight.
See how I survived that?
Oh my god,
Hey,
that did.
I got all 4 marks. So
Anyway, so that's why we tank Zeliak and don't DPS him in melee. I'm actually happy that happened, so we can all see that.
Did I pull that?
No, I think that was pulled by Berg.
Far right.
When I think you cheated a little bit too close to the boss as well. But it doesn't matter. So the one thing to note is that you really can't. If you're going to cheat up on them, which we need the Hunters to learn how to do, you need to be really hugging the wall hard and using the LOS. You have to use the pillar to cheat up.
Whoa, what happened there?
So you see like where Bag is, so like where the Hunters, I don't want to get too close, I don't want to mess this up on resing, but yeah, this is, you can just keep cheating up to the pillar, and then that way you can get the pull for the Hunters, and then we'll just pull Skull and X. Tanks can actually just pick them up, I think. I think that'll work fine. Come back, I'm just gonna hug close to the wall here. So.
Are the Hunters pulling to the back or the front?
Hunters are gonna be pulling to the back of the room.
So, how do the front tanks get the? Just run in and get it.
Yeah, you just have to run in and grab them and pull them back. I don't think there's a way to avoid that. I mean, we can have like a mage pull it maybe.
How did I die? I went to pee and I came back and I was dead.
Yeah, same here.
People fucked up.
I think you dugged.
Shouldn't have left.
I dug it.
Let's all hang back behind the door to get buffs and everything.
Yeah, let's get buffed up over here, and then we'll get the Hunters in position. The Hunters can cheat up to position after we're buffed, and see kind of how to get up there. We can do a little bit of learning that way.
Oh my gosh, the void zones hit you for like 4,000 damage.
Void zones are designed
don't get
this.
You think, Johnny? You think the Hunter should pull the front? That makes sense actually. Why don't we? Yeah, that's a good call. So so the square tank and the triangle tank So Berg and Gladius, you'll pick up your targets and just position. Just go and position them back. And the healers who are with you should be following you into those positions. Does that make sense, Gladius and Berg?
Kind of.
So you're just picking up skull, or you're just picking up square and moving it to the corner. Like, nobody's gonna pull to you, basically.
All right.
So my question is, even on 3, when it's my turn to move, I do not move if meteor is going to strike before I move.
Right.
I wait.
And you're moving. You're
Yes.
moving at 3. So when the third mark goes out, you want to wait for the meteor and then go. That's right. Alex, are you there?
Bueller.
I know this is the coordination learning. Let's just try to stick with this because this is a really awesome opportunity to really get some tries here.
Bueller.
I had a thing running. I had a thing on the middle of my screen that was doing funny different things. Is that where you actually see the stacks? Where do you see the stacks?
Put your
when you
debuffs. There's debuffs that get applied to you.
So it'll all either have 3 or 3 of 1. Is that what you're saying?
No,
Yeah,
it'll count.
The
from
heal
0.
pods are based upon total number of. That's where the confusion comes in. The
Right.
heal
Yes.
pod move based upon the total number of stacks that have gone out. So yeah, if you have 3 of one and 1 of the other, that means 4 basically.
Okay, can I get Johnny and Todd to cheat up and get in position if you can?
Okay, you still want us pulling triangle and square to the back?
No, sorry, Todd. You're gonna pull skull. Johnny's gonna pull X. You're actually gonna pull to the front of the room now. My bad.
We didn't get to that part.
Yeah.
That's what I was getting.
Sorry. So you're gonna pull skull. Johnny will pull X. Gladius is gonna pick up square, and Berg is gonna pick up triangle. The healers should all know. Sorry, what was that?
I got it. Check.
Okay, cool. The healers should all know where they're starting. Does any healer not know where they're starting?
So which
Oh god.
Okay.
Run out.
That's all right. Everyone out and just spread out. Spread out. Don't get.
Don't go left. Don't go left. Don't go left.
I hid around the corner.
Watch out for
so-
the mob.
Hands reset.
We got it. Oh, they come up. There they go.
Watch out for the void.
So which tank am I healing?
So you're starting on the front right, so you're going to be healing Disco.
All right, thank you.
First. Okay, so let's do some attempts. We really do have to get some learning in here. So just be ready to hunters. Just be ready to pick it up. Try to get a little bit. If you can, try to get to some amount of position here. But let's just be ready. Tanks, square and triangle tanks. Be ready to pick it.
Berg,
I'm gonna enjoy killing these slack-jawed daffodils.
Come on, everybody in.
How about we just not try and sneak up until we're ready?
No, that way it's right in the back, so it's actually.
I think
you don't get
I
stacks.
think Todd, are you on which side are you on?
Left side, bottom left.
Todd, I think I have Johnny. Yeah, Todd. Go ahead and get you get skull. Johnny get X.
Ellis and Growlix, you guys are gonna get locked out.
Everybody move into the room. Let's get a real attempt here with an actual pull.
Oh, there's no such thing as real polls.
Here we go. if you're safe zone, just run to the base of the stairs and stack on Moon.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, go ahead and get your pull. Hunters. Bring it back towards the corner, bring it back.
Square's running around.
Here, go. Go ahead. Just take it.
One thing to stack.
You guys get right up on top of the gap.
Skull.
Stack on skull. Yep, everyone stack. Okay. Mark 1 is out. I just ate a mark on the front here. Zeliak needs to be pulled further.
Gladius, you gotta go into the corner, bud.
Blamo needs to be pulled further. Just pull him deep into the corner. Mark 2 is out. Say Mograine. Mograine also needs to be pulled way deeper.
We had someone pull aggro.
Okay, yeah, don't.
Stack 3 is ready to go out, you guys.
Okay, stack 3s are so tanks. This is our tank rotation here.
I got 3 stacks.
Yep, someone's gonna come to relieve you. Meteor just
Bird's
went out.
not getting relieved. Who's relieving Bird?
Okay, Stain's on bag.
X is loose.
Mark 4.
So Lucian's got 4 stacks. He's probably to get.
Can someone get you?
Okay, Mark 6 is back to go out.
That's Mark 5 is out now.
Mark 6 is about to go out.
And I'm dead.
Okay, Mark 6. I need relief.
4 tanks dead.
Oh yeah, I
got
so.
it.
Okay, let's you can.
Sorry, Mops, I just killed him.
Try and make it to the door.
Should we try to make it to the door?
Everybody's gonna need to run
Yeah,
back.
everyone's gonna have to run back. So if you make it a.
The Master's will.
So for the back tanks, where are we supposed to be tanking on? Because I'm still getting hit by marks in the middle by where they're being tanked. Do I just need to stand closer to the front, the door?
Yeah, whoever's the corner tanks need to really pull them back. It's like 60 yards.
I cannot get them back any further. I'm in the furthest back corner.
Okay, so when you're looking at the back corners, there's like these pillars in the corners, right? And they come to like a 90-degree point into the corners. Is that where they're supposed to be tanked, or should they be tanked on one of the sides of the pillars?
It's hard to really describe it. I think you may need to just kind of watch a video. It's just like as deep into the corners you can go. I think it's kind of on the side of the pillar. The healers need to be able to get LOS on you, but you just need to be kind of as deep as you can, like facing. As a tank, you should be facing into the room, right? But you pull him into the corner and then have him so he's facing you in the corner and you're facing into the room, but like your back should be totally backed up into a corner. It wasn't bad, like from what I could tell, it didn't seem bad. It just needs to be like a little. We need to pull him a little tighter there.
I'm going on follow. I'm gonna need to watch another video.
By the way, if you have your reel, make sure you equip it and pop it before you taunt. This is what we farmed these reels for. So the point of them is they give you that extra chance to spell hit, extra taunt hit.
Also, pay attention to your threat. Like, don't go ham and take it out the tank.
Yeah, we have.
I especially remit the FR gear.
Right, you have Fury tanks in mid FR, so you're gonna have to just really be careful. It's like kind of at the base of the stairs. There's maybe a couple of stairs.
We did have the marks going out like in the safe zone because the horses.
Yeah, I think I don't know that was an issue of positioning so much for the safe zone as it was just people getting used to the fight and dying, losing tanks and such.
Right, because we had a couple tanks dead.
Positioning would be fine. We've posted like a diagram just as a reminder of like what the abilities are. Discussion. But Yeah, like the front right, like the main focus is that's like where your mana's going to be dumping as healers because it just hits really freaking hard.
Felny's picture is awesome, and we should all be referring to it.
Excuse me, but just because mine doesn't have hearts doesn't mean it's bad.
It has way fewer hearts than I would have
So
preferred.
it shows it in that like 90 that shows one over there and then the other one in the middle, but it says the only safe zone is near the front stairs. Like they're like on the top step of the front stairs. If you're on the middle of the platform, you will still get hit.
Yeah, I posted from a video I saw in raid discussion that kind of shows.
Yeah, that's not exact tank positions because the horses are way too close there. They're just, it's like, you know, exaggerated for scale there.
Yeah, but I think the front stairs where it has like the 4 tanks chilling is the right location.
Don't like cheat around there, just the middle of the stairs. Because if you to mark, you can get a position. Let's group the rotation. It isn't totally out of the realm of possibility that we try to Zerg down Thane strat event. Practice the rotation is how we learn this fight. Like there are ways to basically like everybody eats a GSPP and everybody Zergs down one of the horsemen, but that's just like, that's not the way to learn this fight, you know?
I saw some people going straight from X to Skull. You need to go to the safe zone and let your stacks drop instead.
I'm still not seeing any like healing wise like total count number. Like you literally just have to add up what your debuffs are. Yes.
I see it in DBM.
I see it in
I saw it too. Yeah, I saw it too.
DBM says
Wait, do different horseman stacks like affect damage of a different other horseman?
No, they don't.
Your
in
debuffs
DBM,
still matter.
In DBM, it says whoever the horseman is, and then in parentheses it says stack 1, stack 2, stack 3. So theirs are going to continually go up, so you can use that.
Right,
I'm just getting like meteor. That's the only warnings I'm getting. Meteor, void zone, stuff like that.
Right, but
It should say the mark is incoming and have a number in parentheses in DBM.
The default on that unchecked for the mark.
If you're in DPS, why shouldn't you go from skull to X?
Because you'll have no health.
Well,
like
yeah.
You're gonna have no health. You need to go to the center and you need to heal up. And the reason why that's important is because you need to be doing a rotation so that the Thane tank is not ever left without DPS that can be there for him.
Okay.
The Thane tank needs soakers.
Alright, okay, I get it.
Yeah, this is like a honed zone thing here. It's just a lot to remember.
Choreography.
Truly, synchronized swimming.
So group 1 through 4 is the first. Then they go back to the center. Group 5 through 8 is the second, and then they go back to the center. Groups 1 and 2 go to Skull. 3 and 4 go to X. 5 and 6 go to Skull. 7 and 8 go to X. Then you just continue to rotate.
Sure, let's do that. 1 and 2 to Skull, 3 and 4 to X, 5 and 6 to Skull, 7 and 8 to X, but they're the safe zones. So 5, 6, 7, 8. Remember, you're not going in until 3 marks have gone out overall.
And then once 3 have gone out, then we're going in.
After the 3rd mark, then you go.
Unless it's a meteor you're following from the sky.
Yep, and then just wait for the meteor, then go. Alright, let's do this again.
1 and 2 we changed, so we're now on the left side.
Yes, sorry, so we switch it up, which I think just makes more sense here. 1 and 2 Skull, 1 and 2 are left, 3 and 4 are right, 5 and 6 left, 7 and 8 right.
And I think after you initially go in, you're going to have to switch positions because your debuffs aren't going to drop.
Correct.
You have to go back
So if we get to that point where you're swapping back to the other side, then you need to go to the other. So you're going to start 1 and 2. You're going to start on Skull, but then you'll be back in the middle for 4, 5, 6, and then you'll go to the right for 7, 8, 9. Get it?
Yes.
Emmy, you good?
Aristotle, give me 1 second, please. Once you cross the way.
Okay.
So we're not starting off in the
you
middle. We're starting off on X.
No, never. You are in group 7. You start off in the middle.
Yeah, you're going to be relieving on X when the time comes. After 3 marks, you will relieve on X. Everybody scoot in a little more to the room here. Make sure you're past the gate. Aristotle, let me know when you're good. Okay, here we go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Here we go. Get to the center.
When are we allowed to leave to
3 stacks.
Okay.
Okay, first mark's going out. I got no mark in the center, so that's perfect. Good positioning. We should be rotating the first heal.
Second mark.
They're disarmable.
Second mark is about to go out. Second mark is out.
Right, so please stack.
Third mark is about to go out. Tanks who are relieving, be ready to go.
Lord
Okay,
Mark,
go.
Gladius is down.
Gladius is dead.
I gotta resist. Alright, go ahead. Yeah, Gas, you're gonna end up beating a 4th, I think, each time. Okay, Mark 5 is about to go out. Mark 5 is out. Okay, Squinky, Centris, you guys need to stack on me. You need to stack on the of your target. Okay, 6 is out. Move. Tank, I need a relief on Skull.
Dirk,
Square.
Berg, and Gladius are all down.
Okay, so just go. Yeah, 4th and Meteor at the same time. That's fine. Skull's loose. I think we're just gonna have to call the wipe.
Yeah, you lost now.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and call this wipe and get back. Okay, so have we seen it? That was a much better rotation, I think. That was much better positioning on the pole. You have a little bit of extra time to get them in position before the marks go out. I did not get any marks in the safe zone, which is perfect.
Well,
who's confused?
So
Let's talk about who's confused.
I had 3 marks from Mulgrain, but by the time it was time for me to go back in, I still had 30 seconds on my stack.
You should be moving to Thane, so you should be switching. So you should be in for 3 marks, and then you should be going to the safe zone for 3 marks, and then you should be going to the other side. You need to do the same rotation the tanks are doing, basically. So you're gonna then go to, if you're starting on Mulgrain, you need to then be on Thane for the next 3 marks.
One thing I noticed is, just from the healer perspective, is the third or the second mark will drop, and by the time I get to the next boss, the third mark is already dropping. I mean, is that an issue?
It's not. I mean, do your best. Like the worst case scenario is that you eat the next mark before you should. If you eat you can live through a 4th mark, and it's just not ideal. You won't want to avoid it.
Should we kind of start to pre-run before, whatever your mark is that you're supposed to move? Do we pre-run kind of before
Not
that,
for media,
or just
for the other ones? Probably you can move a little bit sooner. But you just want to be. You want to make sure you're not moving too much, because if you then eat the next mark, then you screw rotation up.
One thing I've noticed about the people that are healing that are coming in, treat it almost like a 3-part, like move. As soon as you get your first mark, put a heal, then move closer to the next area, stop to get your heal off, and then keep moving.
Right,
But moving a little bit at a time. Because I noticed that some people, when they get like their 3rd stack before they move over to the next guy.
Yeah,
they have to run
exactly.
so far.
Exactly what Berg just said, what Johnny was saying in raid as well. It's just you sort of move, heal. But other than on Skull, as Irene pointed out. So on Skull, you have to be stacked. There's just really no good way around that, and that's why Skull is the one you
Should melee be stacked in front on Skull as well?
I don't think stacked in front necessarily. You just need to be stacked close.
It seemed like Meteor was not hitting. There were 2 stacks, one in front and one in back, and it didn't seem like it was hitting both.
You should be able to be off to like the side.
I think.
There, I guess.
Yeah, I think you can still assist in soaking without being directly on top. But you just need to be very close. Is it that much smaller, or you really need to be stacked right on top? Johnny, or yeah, so just be very close to the tank, like as close as you can, with still being able to be behind it if you can. For melee, I mean.
And
yeah,
range
there's no
should
reason
all
not
be
to stack
stacked
on
on
tank
that
as
tank.
ranged, because there's no cleave or anything. And heals need to be stacked as well.
Skull is meteor damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that was my bad.
I think there's like the meteor, like if healers can be in a pod like away from
If you're in his
the tank, and if
mark range, you're in his.
the meteor only has 20 yards range. So why don't we have let's have the healers not stack on Skull actually, because I don't think it's possible for you to do your rotation and still stack. Every other DPS should be stacked on Skull. So just changing it up. So healers only healers do not stack with the Skull tank. Yeah, that'll make it
easier.
I think a lot more possible. I think you're having to run.
If we do that, the melee just has to be extra careful about soaking meteor before transitioning.
Yeah, we need those bodies in there. It's important that the bodies be there to soak the meteor. Yeah, so just stay 20 yards away. You can just treat it. You can treat all of them effectively the same as a healer. Just stay more than 20 yards away, right? Stay 30 plus yards away. You can fire a ward to soak the meteor for sure.
So I cut a void zone there near the end. Was that because one was loose?
Yeah, once it starts going to shit, there's no lessons to learn, right? It's just like this shouldn't be happening.
It's a busy fight.
Right, just use the rule of the holy hand grenade here.
But healers are always going to get those stacks, so we're going to constantly heal ourselves?
Yes. You're going to have to just heal yourself as you go. But you're only going to be eating, a couple, presumably, right? But yes, you will have to heal yourself and on the fly the best you can.
Technically, it should just be basically 2 per run, maybe 1.
Yeah, like by the time you're getting in position, you're eating 1 or 2, and then you're on your way. So yes, it will be constantly hitting you, but it's just not a lot of damage. All right, let's get more pulls on this. Let's move into the room, please. Don't go too far past Moon here, but unless you know exactly.
Do we need to lay down a repair box? Still good.
Do we have who are actually broken? Yeah, let's get another attempt in, and we'll see where we're at on progression here to make a decision. All right, that should be alright for this attempt, Johnny.
Silver's the only person with broken gear.
Yeah, if you have like a Neff replacement bow or something, you can throw on for the duration. Am you good?
Okay. Oh no, the whole group needs it.
Here we go.
5, 4, 3.
Tanks, be ready to pick up your targets.
1.
Okay, go.
Oh god, what happened?
I'm pulled.
Oh my.
Gladius was doing too.
I got square.
You lost. Take it. We'll deal with it. Mark's about to go out. We're about to eat a mark from Flamo. Yeah, we got Zeliak as well.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to move him. It was bad pull.
You do have. Oh, Zeliak is like way out of the way. Second mark is out. Yeah, we just got a Holy Wrath. Yeah, yikes. All right, just wipe it up. Get back. We'll do another attempt. Let's get a bot. We should get a couple more attempts on this if we can tonight. It's a rare opportunity here. So get back quick. Let's try to get buffs out as quickly as we can.
That's such a long run back.
You can do it.
It is a shitty long run back, and that's like this is like what I remember most from vanilla is this run back. Yeah, when we do the pull, tanks can move in. So the aggro should be getting on the tanks first, because the hunters can pull it off. That's the point of the hunters. So the tanks need to go in together because they should be running directly towards us, not towards the hunters.
I think the purpose of Zeliak is to mercy kill the raid, so it doesn't take the wipe doesn't take too long. But in that instance, it kind of killed us early.
Like Silver said, it should be up to the two rear tanks. It's Berg and Eloth.
Gladius.
Or Gladius to
correct.
Start the pull.
Maybe we should just pull them to the raid so that all the warriors can get in range of them, taunt, and then move to their corners.
This is a lot of
life is meaningless. It is in death.
Learning appreciative and sticking with this. This fight is like, this is like the fight that, like the iconic Naxx fight. You know?
Break guilds. Oh.
This guild breaker fight. Yeah, this is definitely the wall.
Destroy the guild because we've wiped 3 times.
Yeah, so like Saffron is a lot of gear, and there's a lot that goes into killing Saffron. But you can kind of world buff Zerg Saffron, and like it's not too bad. Like Kel'Thuzad is certainly a tough fight, and there's a lot of coordination with kicks and you know with off tanks at 40% and all that. But nothing to me compares to the difficulty of this particular fight. We're not gonna do for now.
Nobody has a British accent, so I think we're good. We're not gonna guild break.
This is definitely the wall of Naxx Promise, though. I like the fire mount.
Yeah, it's like not even close to any other fight in the game in terms of the level of coordination you need. I guess probably Twins are the closest I can think of, and as another fight that you just can't really DPS there. Like you actually have to do the mechanics.
Yeah, broke a lot of guilds.
Did you hear about what happened on Sunday? Last Sunday?
What particular thing?
For Twin Emperors, I was running back and forth tanking them on both sides.
Oh, right.
Can't be done. Need your nifty stopwatch equipped.
Yeah, you'll get it next week.
So I'll definitely make sure I'm prepared for this next week. I'm pleasantly surprised by how unprepared I am for this at this moment, but we'll make sure that we have add-ons squared away, assignments squared away, and we just press a button and everyone knows what they're doing. The add-on will let you do is say, pick your role and see when you have to move, basically. So that's we'll assign the role and then you just pick your role and then you just see when you go. And so that's helpful. But I think this is workable as is, to be honest. It's not like we don't know what to do here. It's just that we don't have anything smashing us in the face telling us what to do.
That's a EU mythic.
Okay, the bot is out. Let's repair, please.
First of all, honey, I know that my repair is only like 2.5 minutes. So.
Mine was 5.
Wow, you got money in it.
12.
12 gold here. This is where the tanks have a lot of fun.
Honey.
12 gold, 30 silver.
Excuse me, honey. Don't you miss? Oh, that's.
He's trying to scam me for 6 gold too. Like, dude, dang.
Exactly.
I'm just waiting for a bit of mana here. Let's try to get 2 more attempts in on this tonight.
Clear guild.
Just
Guess. Are you suggesting we try to do a Zerg?
It'd be nice to see what we can do just to get the log numbers.
I suppose we could. I mean, is that really just like full, like ball to the wall on Thane? Is that
like
I
we
agree
literally
with that.
go in and murder Thane, and that's all. And then we go.
Well, everybody still needs to be doing. Like healers still need to be rotating, and the tank still needs to be rotating, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just all the DPS parks itself in the corner and kills him until he's gone.
I was just kidding, Watini.
And they use a shadow pot.
Yeah, it requires definitely GSPP. Do you want to just get it for like log?
Yeah, I just want to see how close we are.
All right.
We don't have to do it this time. Just one.
Let's do another attempt at like a standard rotation, please. So just follow the same instructions from last time. Move into the room a little bit. I'm checking right now.
Snap.
Gas you need to repair.
I just did.
Alright.
Honey. Honey.
Excuse me, honey.
Honey.
So instead of the hunters running in to pull this, the warrior and the bear need to run in to pull this.
Here we go.
First.
Move into the room a little bit. Okay.
Does that mean disco
Gladius,
or no?
Gladius and
5, 4, 3, 2,
Gladius and
1.
Berg. Go ahead. You guys go ahead. Where's Berg?
There.
Go ahead. Pull skull off Gladius, please.
I didn't get hit with the arrows.
Okay, get to the center. Mark's going out. Here we go, mark 1. Okay, good job. No marks in the center.
Vulcan, get on gas.
Okay, mark 2 is about to go out. Okay, mark 2 is out. Mark 3 is going out soon. Tanks be ready to move.
Mark 3 DPS switch.
Okay, meter went out. I'm gonna run in a second. It's on bag. Gas, you're gonna need 4th.
I'm in the middle, and I'm still getting hit with the Seal's marks.
You need to stand on the first step. Stand on the very
You
first
need
step.
to move more.
Okay, so
Mark 6 is about to go out.
Oh, like moved and
We
killed
just wiped the.
Zeliak just
came
like
over and
randomly decide.
Wait, what happened?
How did we lose?
Zella came to the
How did
middle and
that
killed
not
everyone.
happen?
Yeah, he just gave up and ran to the middle.
Alright, wrap it up.
Yeah, maybe a little too close. Maybe I don't know.
Did he actually lose aggro and come to you?
Yeah.
He was like on the platform.
I don't understand how that happened.
Luthien was tanking and he
I
lived.
got a stack from Zeliak like as I arrived in the safe zone.
Oh, okay.
The tank stopped.
Got it. Alright, get back. Let's do another one.
If you accidentally lip, you can taunt too.
So it seems like if people, if we're following the rotation correctly, then healers shouldn't have too much trouble keeping themselves up. It's not a whole lot of damage.
Right. Yeah, the healers
So
are definitely
one thing
gonna be... Go ahead, sorry.
The one thing I noticed going into the third corner that we aren't spreading enough because the healer that comes in ends up killing the first healer that's there.
See where they're gonna move in, like give them space.
Yeah, exactly. So I tried to move to the other side, but then the other healer
Is this for
moved
Zeliak?
in. The one that Berg starts on
Yeah,
it, yes.
you
yes.
you should be ranging the Holy Wrath. You can range that.
Well,
So
that's
no
what, but you
healers
said.
should even-
But I killed the healer that was there, and then the next healer that came in killed me. Where is it? Like I thought I was far enough away. Obviously, I wasn't.
Yeah, you want to be like max range to heal that tank, but the healer shouldn't eat the Holy Wrath there. The Holy Wrath, I think it's only like a 20 or 30 yard range.
Should be on the tank.
I know that you can stack.
Your heal should have a 40 to 50 yard range.
Yeah.
So
A heal should have a 40 yard range, right? So you should be able to. You have to max range it. Is the concern. But you should be able to do that. But it's just like you have to make sure you stay far away the whole time. So as you're transitioning in, you have to stay far away.
the way we're doing it now, too, you should pretty much just be max range towards wherever you're moving. So clockwise, basically, the entire
So
time you're
the
healing.
first time I go up there, I'm like 40 yards from the tank on the left side. Then when the one moves out, I go towards the middle more like that.
Yeah, just stay 40 yards from. As you're rotating, just try and stay 40 yards away.
Before it's
too late.
At all times.
That's kind of okay.
Yeah, I mean it's particularly important for Zeliak. But, my understanding is that. So you're saying that you're getting hit with. It can't have a 100-yard cast range because otherwise it would hit people in the safe zone.
Well, it's the same thing that Sithun does, and that's what hit me and killed me.
I walked up right next to you. I was ready.
But that's what hit me, right? Was that flash of light?
Yeah, well, we chained each other, and that's okay. But yeah, if we just stay further apart.
So you think so the healers need to spread on Zeliak then? Is that
Oh
what
yes, definitely.
Right.
But I don't think there's enough room. to be
the
that
chain
far
is not
spread.
very far. Yeah. At 35-yard range for a cast, right? Yeah, so I'm confident you can range it because every video I've seen, the healers are ranging it.
Yeah, so
if-
I've ranged it every single time, and then when a healer comes in off of their rotation, they get closer than I am, and they get hit by the beam, and then it chains to me.
Right.
So it's like chaining a distance, but it's only when a healer gets close.
Yeah, if you maintain max range during the transition, which you can do by sort of dipping up to the stairs and coming back, right? Like just take a little bit of a longer route on that one. But I think you should be able to avoid it. I mean, you can kind of spread there. There's no reason not to spread there, right? It's not going to hurt you to spread, but it's just you shouldn't have to. And if you're further away, that puts you in a better position for your next rotation anyway. Bust.
When you come up to it, you should actually transition to the opposite side at max, so you're closer to the next rotation.
That's where I went, and that's where I killed the other person.
Someone was in range then,
Okay.
or you could have been within closer than 35 yards.
Thing is is when you arrive at Sir Zeliak, like, do whatever you need to heal and then start, like, migrating over to the next corner, like, start getting on your way so you're not in the way.
Once we get here, we'll get some buffs.
Very bots down.
Alright, so why don't we do one more real attempt here, and then we'll get a benchmarking Thane Zer attempt, and then we'll call it a night.
You have 600k health. That's right.
It's not that I think we'll get it. It's that